I have redirected forces loyal to me away from the entrance. Dispatch these guards before they can raise an alarm. Otherwise, you will be encumbered with additional forces.
Sure thing, General. Of course, immediately, invaders, sound the alarm!
I need a target.
Okay. Welcome to Nerubar Palace. Deep within the kingdom of Aj-Kahet lies Nerubar Palace, Queen Ansarek's seat of power. From the Shadowed Throne, Queen Ansarek has tightened her grip on her Sareki followers, leading them along a dark path to a new future. As her paranoia grows, the members of the conspiratorial Severed Threads launch their final gambit against Ansarek's rule. I do like that I'm getting pieces for the mountain here. Oh, there's going to be our first boss. And hello, Ansarek!
Conspirators have finally crawled from their holes to attack my palace. I appreciate you making the extermination of your futile resistance all the easier. Olbrax, feed!
So, this is our first boss. Olgrax the Devourer. Queen Ansarek's evolutionary experimentation created a number of monstrous guardians for her throne, none more voracious than Olgrax the Devourer. Driven mad by endless hunger, Olgrax is now the ravenous protector of Queen Ansarek's court. So I did watch the Ready Check poll vids before doing this, so this boss does seem to be relatively simple. We'll just have to wait and see. The main thing is, of course, to... Oh gosh, the webs are right there.
Clear.
Oh, hold on, let me try to help clear these webs right here.
Stalkers.
Ah, I got rooted. Okay. That's one of the main mechanics, because then he's going to be doing this thing where... Oh my gosh, come on! Oh, okay. This is bad. So we have to soak that. Now back up! Everyone back up! Move backwards! If he pulls you in, he kills you.
Stalker's webbing.
The more people in the web, the weaker it'll be.
Flash. Digestive acid.
Now, I didn't switch to my single target build because there is going to be an ad phase here. Oh, hold on. Everybody, get in here! Skulls are my favorite! Alright, so he's about to run out of energy into the second phase.
Stop playing with your food and finish them, Olbrax!
Shivering swarm.
I didn't know that our flesh became juicier if we were afraid.
Dodge.
Alright, here comes the charge. So he keeps doing this. What we now have to do is deal with these ads. And when we deal with these ads, they're going to drop some meat that we're supposed to use to refill his energy, that we then use to get him out of the next phase, so we can actually damage him, because in the other phase, he's invulnerable to damage. But yeah, this is one of the reasons why I stuck with my AoE build right now, so we can deal with the ads better. So we have to get these chunky visceras.
Chunky viscera. AoE. Bellow.
And feed him!
Stalker's netting.
Ah, I'm rooted! But yeah, guys, he's immune to damage. Stop DPSing him and feed him.
AoE. Bellow.
I love it when LOR
Viscera.
players just... Look. Like, see? You have to feed him. Otherwise, he's invulnerable. No, you can DPS him. Ugh.
Stalker's AoE.
Oh, come on. Oh, well.
Let my
Stalker's weapon.
At least I can still DPS him, even though I'm rooted.
Digestive acid. AoE slash.
Well, we should not be this close. Back up. Nom 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 nom. Okay, that's funny. He ate someone and went nom nom nom. Or maybe he didn't eat someone. I thought he did, but maybe he didn't. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that I was still in demonic form in that cutscene was great. Shields and mail. Ooh, hello. Veteran back piece with crit and mastery. You know what? I'll take that because I would rather have one with crit mastery than versatility mastery. But I had a terrible roll. Oh well.
Destroy the invaders before they ruin the harvest!
Now, I'm going to stick with my AoE build
I need to
in
get
this
closer.
next upcoming fight because there are ads we have to deal with in this upcoming fight. I'll be able to switch to my single target build for the third fight in here, which is the one I really want because this is the guy that drops a pattern that I want because I've been seeing a lot of leatherworking orders go up for it. And I don't know what the drop rate is for these patterns. But we shall see. You can see there's a lot of blood drainers because, of course, black blood. Now, I'm going to share something that I thought about, or rather, not something I thought about, but something I heard somebody bring up and say. And it's the idea of where this black blood comes from.
Stop the invaders before it manifests!
And basically the implication that I heard was, look, even though the sword didn't actually hit Encourage, it did hit Silithus. Now, we have to remind ourselves, something has been in Silithus since vanilla that we have never properly, like, disposed of. Do you guys remember what it was? Cthulhu. Remember, Cthulhu, or rather, the body of Cthulhu, has been left in Encourage since vanilla. We never disposed of the body or took care of it. Now, the body of Yogg-Saron, that's been taken care of by... Oh gosh, that just straight up stunned me and ate me. I am so dead. Okay, that's a lesson to me. Don't attack that thing, because it will eat you. Hello, what's this? Ah! Oh, but it does make me move fast. Oh, that's funny. I need to hurry back to where the raid group is. Oh, is this how we get to the next area? The Royal Silk Wings. Yes, take me down to the pulsing pit. So, the upcoming boss is The blood-bound horror in the dark pits below Nerubar Palace. The blood of the old gods congeals in foul black pools. The blood-bound horror rises from this vile ooze, drawing everything in its path into the unseeming. Now, it's also very possible that this could also be what's left over of N'Zoth. However, the idea of proximity actually works here. Also, it's cool that we can mount down here. But think of it like this. The idea that the sword may have actually damaged or destroyed Cthulhu's body, and in the process, a lot of that black blood made its way down here. Now again, we're not directly underneath Silithus, but we are nearby. The idea that we are close enough that all this black blood could be what is left over from Cthulhu, or possibly even N'Zoth. But the idea of that we are close enough to Silithus that this could be what's left over of Cthulhu. Now, the reason why I bring this up, and we talked about this recently when we went through Pandaria,
I need to target something
is that what was left over of Yasharaj's body, well, we all saw what kind of effect that had on Pandaria with the Shah. The body parts of Yasharaj, along with his heart, is what caused the Shah to be a thing in Pandaria. So now, I also was mentioning Yogg-Saron. The thing is, the Keepers of Ulduar have actually been dealing with the remnants of Yogg-Saron's body in Ulduar since we dealt with him back in Wrath. So we don't necessarily have to worry about the remnants of Yogg-Saron because it's already been getting dealt with by the Keepers. But Cthulhu's body was basically just left alone back in Vanilla. No one ever went back. I mean, it's possible the Cenarian Circle possibly dealt with it, but we never got like an actual confirmation about that. Alright, so here comes the second boss. This is going to be interesting. Ah! Alright, so we just immediately pulled. So the way this boss works is that we're supposed to split into two groups. There's supposed to be kind of an upstairs and downstairs phase. Alright, I need to get in this room. Okay, just to help make sure, because you have to get hit by the frontal as a group to deal with these guys, because otherwise, well, we're gonna wipe. Because you have to have this group deal with it. Because if you don't, well... And this is why I stuck with my AoE build to help deal with the ads in here in this phase. Now, in LFR, I think it's not much of an issue in terms of you can go through here multiple times. Also, this is another reason why you have to deal with this guy, because he just keeps channeling a shield onto the boss. Also, I can't stand the black blood, because as you can imagine, it hurts! Once you leave that area, then you're back to dealing with the boss, but you cannot deal with the ads. This is why you need to be hit by the frontal, so you can actually deal with these ads. Alright, so I just got hit by that a second time. Now you'll notice, it's giving me, well, that Crimson Rain, that's a heal absorb. But you'll also notice this thing, where we're inside the Unseeming. Yeah, we're having damage dealt to us, but it's the only way we can deal with these ads. So you have to have multiple people go down here. This is why you separate the raid into at least two separate groups. And I say two separate because I'm assuming on Heroic we're going to have a thing where people can't go into this area more than once too fast. Now you see it wears off. Now I can't attack the ads anymore. I'm assuming that we won't be able to actually just keep on doing that. Also, we have to get out of the circle. And of course, several people died because they're not paying attention. I love it when people just don't pay attention to mechanics. You gotta love LFR raiders, right? Alright, this time I am just gonna stay up here.
Crimson Disgorge.
Or not. Never mind, I'll just go back downstairs again. I'm gonna assume that this is downstairs.
Black Bulwark. Black Blood. Enter Crimson Disgorge.
Alright, so 8 players are already down, it looks like. Alright, so that's letting me know. Oh gosh! I forgot about those things. These are things that will follow you. And you have to make sure that you don't do it too crazy. Oh gosh. Alright, so I'm gonna just kind of like... You don't want to move too crazy here to try and make sure that people can actually avoid it. The spam is never gonna go away. Oh gosh! Did I just get hit by the circle and I wasn't paying attention because I was distracted by this achievement spam? Ugh!
Crimson Rain.
Come on, finish him off.
Enter Crimson Disgorge.
There we go.
My spies will provide access to the barracks above. Move swiftly. It will not be long until the Queen realizes where you are.
I've got 2 adventure rings. Oh, that one has haste, mastery, and leech. That's a shame. I rolled a 79, but... oh well. Alright. Alright, so this next one... Alright, so I guess now we're going back up, and we're like, alright, we survived your pit. And now we shall continue our pursuit of you. Oh, hello. It's the Weaver's Eyes. I guess we're going back up to the Grand Ramparts. Now, what was that down there? I guess we're making our... Are we going this way now? Hold on. Where are we going? Where do we go for, to reach the next boss? Oh, apparently we're all just gonna stay down there, I suppose. I don't know. I'll find a moment to swap to my single target build. I'm just a little confused as to where exactly we're heading. Oh, apparently we're going up there somehow. Oh, I guess we hop on this one here. Oh.
I need to get closer. It's too far away.
was like, quick, let me loot you first before you fall. Hop on the Silkwing. Alright.
Intruders have breached the barracks. Sound the alarm.
And I believe that is our next boss. I'd also love that the alarm is a big bell. Boom. So the upcoming boss is Sikrand, Captain of the Soreki. Sikrand established himself as an arrogant duelist within Queen Ansarek's court, never knowing the cut of an enemy's blade. Sikrand dispatched his rivals one by one. It was proclaimed Captain of the Soreki by the Queen herself. This indomitable fighter now ensures that any who threaten his queen fall before the throne's might. So this guy is the real reason I wanted to come here, because he's the one who drops a leatherworking pattern, which I really want. Also, I love that there's a training dummy here for us to attack. That's hilarious. Oh, thank the speaker you found me. What was the weapon rack there for? Back the Dornagal for me. So, this is the pattern right here. People were posting orders for this throughout this week. I'm like, guys, we can't craft that until we actually get the recipe, but we can't do that until the raid opens. It's like, if you're going to post like something for people to craft, do so when people can actually have a chance to obtain the recipe to craft it. Just saying. It's like, why would you post an order for something that nobody can craft because no one had access to the raid yet?
I'm out of range.
But, you know, sometimes WoW players just don't really, well, think about things when they do stuff like that. There you are.
Halt! Make them pay for every step in blood.
Ha! I love it. Some of these guys are basically like rogues. The fact that one of them was using Fan of Knives there just now, that's hilarious.
I don't have a target.
Your mad quest to destroy my queen ends here. For the queen!
Don't pull yet, don't pull yet, don't pull yet. Oh, we actually have Relentless Onslaught. But that's fine. Ooh, someone did bring a feast.
Your
Not really.
make fine trophies! Flesh was made for cutting. My blade always finds its mark.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Oh, that was so funny. All of a sudden the bridge just disappeared and just... Wah! Everyone fell. That was so funny. Oh, man.
Decimate.
Flesh was made for cutting. Too easy. This was always going to be the outcome.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny. Just the visual of us running across the bridge and then the bridge disappeared. It was like something out of a Looney Tune cartoon, like Wile E. Coyote, where all of a sudden the bridge and we just Wah! Oh, that was so funny. I think it's that. I think. We'll see. Man, when the palace and raid is so big, you have to use flight. When was that also there as one of the other bosses just flying around? You may recall seeing that boss when we went to the Dawnbreaker dungeon. But you know what's also bad is that person was nice enough to put that feast down and now it's gone.
I have many, many wares.
Oh! Another feast is, down. How nice. Thank you. I know it's not the most recent feast, but you guys gotta understand, a lot of current stuff for the expansion, we just don't have access to yet, or it's just way too expensive. This is something that my guild, ourselves are having to deal with. Right now, there are some things that are just way too hard to acquire, or too expensive. So, I guess while we're waiting, when it comes to this fight, according to what I watched in the vid, one of the main things that we're going to have to deal with are these things, which are, I guess, called simulacrums. But basically, he's going to create a shade of you, like, when he slices. And we're supposed to have them get destroyed, like, little by little. But they do damage and do things. But the thing is, we have to, because if he will destroy all that are remaining, and if there's a whole bunch of them out, it's just going to do so much damage, we'll wipe. So we have to do it little by little, so that when he does do that cast, it'll be basically all over. So let's see how this goes.
5 trophies! Flesh was made for cutting. Piercing lunge.
Phase play.
Flesh was made for cutting.
Rain of arrows.
Deadly technique.
Decimate.
I love that my shade over there is in my demon form for everybody to see. That's great.
Shards.
It's just like in the Dark Flame Cleft dungeon when the Candle King makes our images.
Flesh was made for cutting.
3, 2, 1.
Your guard cannot stop me.
But you can see all the like the lines that he makes when it comes to what when he's going to be cutting through certain players, the zigzag pattern he'll be doing.
Decimate. Cosmic
Oh.
shards.
Okay, so I messed up there. What I was supposed to do was go to one of these, so that would destroy them.
Filth from my blade.
So that was my bad.
Flesh was made for cutting.
3, 2, 1.
I will admit, the single target build is taking me a little getting used to.
Piercing lunge.
In all honesty, I probably should have used this to practice, or to test out Aldraki Weaver and see how it feels.
Flesh was made for cutting.
Rain of arrows.
Deadly technique.
Decimate. Decimate. Cosmic shards.
Flesh was made for
3,
cutting.
2, 1. Block.
Piercing lunge.
Phase blades.
Flesh was made for cutting.
Decimate. Decimate. Rain of arrows.
Deadly technique.
AO
I
shattering
adore
snake.
the sound. Fresh steel.
Cosmic shards.
Oh! Oh! Oh, this is part of the warband system. An extra personal loot item that is my warband until equipped. Obviously, my demon hunter can't use this, but my hunter can. That's a really nice bow for my hunter. How does it look? Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's see. Cloth, Mog. Oh, this is that. Oh, it's an intellect sword, though. Okay, never mind. There's another one I can get, but it's from a boss later on. Mog. Oh, this is that very rare neck that people have been raving about. So, it has a ton of haste, some mastery, but here's the cool thing about this. Equip receiving healing from allies has a high chance to restore mana to your ally and grant you both versatility for 10 seconds. That's really, really awesome. I rolled a 29. Oh well. The worst part is that I didn't get the leatherworking pattern, which is what I really wanted coming in here, but oh well. Let's take a moment to just kind of soak in this place, like the visuals of this place. Like, look at this. That's where we were. That's where Ansarek was, along with some of her council and such. I cannot wait to get into this raid tomorrow night with my guild. I really hope that pattern drops tomorrow when we kill this thing. When we kill this guy tomorrow on normal. So, we'll see. So... we'll see where this takes us, possibly next week in the next wing of LFR when we return. We'll see what I decide to show you guys. Stay tuned.